What have you added in the last 4 years?
Well, we've added a lot more not nutraceuticals, natural products into our regimen. I spent 16 years looking at the science behind things that can get into the brain and alter the inflammation that occurs in the brain. The whole premise of everything that I've been doing for the last 30 years has been based upon inflammation in the brain. And the inflammation is what stops all the chemistry and why we develop anger and problems. I don't know if you saw the article, which is called "Influence of Media on the Mental Health of America," which used to be called the Trump derangement syndrome, but I got so much backlash from having that title. People wouldn't read it because of the title. And it talks about how constant stress from the media, echo chambers, social media, reading all this bullshit, causes cortisol to go up.
No doubt.
And it shuts down a chemical that protects your brain called fractalkine. And then it starts dumping all this inflammation and causes loss of serotonin, so you become more depressed. It causes loss of melatonin, so you can't sleep. Generates another group of chemicals that induce depression. And
it essentially generates this response in your body that prepares itself for a fight that never takes place.
Correct.
And then you're always thinking you're about to get into some sort of a physical altercation with an armed enemy coming over the top of the hill.
Yeah, vigilant state, just like our Army goes through. Constant stress.
Exactly. And the thing, the Army, and with a lot of these people that you've worked with, is from IEDs and from blowing through doors and stuff like that, they get damage to their pituitary gland. We've talked about it many, many times on the podcast.
But I think one of the misperceptions is, as you said, and I apologize for that, is that we think it's all due to pituitary gland, but it isn't. In the work that we've been doing, it shows that when you have inflammation in the brain, regardless of how it's developed, whether or not it's IED or slip and fall, or as we've talked in the past, even wave runners, ski-doos, or skiing or water skiing, snow skiing, or going to the range, the 50 caliber gunners. What happens is it creates this inflammation that shuts off the ability of the brain to regulate the pituitary gland. So you can do all the MRIs as they do at the VA, and they see a normal pituitary gland and says, oh, pituitary is normal, you've got PTSD. But there's no radiological or neuroradiological procedure that allow you to look at inflammation in the brain.